The Trump administration hits a wall. All right, so he's everywhere, and he's paying a price for it. His hands hurt, he's slashed over a little bit, he's tired. There has not been a president in modern history in the first 7 months who has tried to reform the government as much as Donald Trump has. That is a true historical statement. FDR would be second because he walked into the Great Depression. But half the country doesn't want reform. Half the country still supports the Democratic Party. They didn't want to change one thing other than raise taxes. Violence, okay with them. Ukraine war, nothing. Gaza, nothing. So the people who support the Democrats, and there are millions and millions of them, okay, they don't want to reform at all. So that Trump is up against that. But he doesn't really care. He made promises and he wants to keep them. But right now, he's stalled. Let me back it up. So you've got Ukraine, which Donald Trump thought he would solve very quickly. But Putin is not the same president that Trump dealt with 5 years ago. Putin now is a certified psychopath. He does not want to stop the killing. Very hard to negotiate with a person like that. China trade has stalled. This is huge. Xi playing a little bit of a game, waiting to see if Trump can get anything out of Putin. And finally, you got the Hamas situation. Just today, 2 Palestinians assassinated 6 innocent people in Israel. Just today, okay? And Hamas applauded it. You know, you anti-Israel people out there, if you don't see the evil coming out of Hamas and those terrorists, then don't read my book. There's nothing I can do for you. I opened the book with the October 7th attack just to put you in the middle of evil. But if you don't believe it at this point, forget about the book. Be a total waste of time for you. All right, so Trump is stalled on all 3 of those things right now. It frustrates him, okay? Then he's got the economy, which right now people are worried about. And I'll give you the poll numbers in a moment, but let me give you the economic numbers because they're very, very important. So unemployment in the USA is 4.3%, okay? 4 years ago under Biden, it was 4.8%. Inflation right now is 2.7%. 4 years ago, 5.4%. So obviously, the nation is better off now than it was 4 years ago under Biden. Not even debatable. But Trump promised, and this is why he got elected, all right, economic relief. Now that's a little dicier. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%. According to Reuters poll, and that Reuters is so-so, most Americans are worried. Do you approve of the way Donald Trump is handling employment and jobs? Approve 38, disapprove 51. That's not a good number for the president. Do I believe the number is accurate? Not really. But I do believe that Trump has got people are waiting to see, but they're not happy right now. I think that's accurate. CBS poll, again, questionable poll. Do you think the U.S. economy is getting better? 27%. Worse? 56%. That is a tough number. Staying the same, 17. Okay? So you are looking at, and by the way, I hate by the way, but in addition, that's a better phrase, November 24, after Trump was elected, getting worse was 42. It's now up to 56. Why? It's because of the grocery store, primarily. Gas prices in my neighborhood on Long Island, they're coming down a little bit. Okay, they're not as bad as they were under Biden. And you could see that the oil supply is rising. That, I think, will continue. But food prices, the truth is the grocery stores and restaurants do not want to drop these prices. And Trump can't force them. They don't want to drop them. Food companies don't want those prices going down. And that's really a tough problem. It's almost like Putin. So you're trying to deal rationally with these problems. Can't deal with an irrational man, Putin. Got to force him, okay? And the U.S. companies are going, I don't want to drop my prices. I'm getting it. People have to eat. So why do I want to drop them? The only way that happens is if competition steps in and some lower their prices, then the others almost have to do it. Very, very difficult. So at this point, the Trump administration has lost some momentum. However, next week, interest rates will probably be cut. That could provide a storm surge for Trump. I don't know if it will. Nobody can predict these things. The tariffs, a little bit further out, could go either way. And that's the memo.